What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can factory reset with no USB at all. So let's get straight into it. You're going to need two things. You're going to need EasyBCD and a Windows ISO. You can find it from a website like os.click, which I'll leave a link to in the description. It has basically every Windows that you can need. So first things first, head over to System Information. Make sure that BIOS mode is on UEFI. And you're going to need to change this to UEFI mode in your BIOS if you don't have it already. And it's pretty straightforward to find. Just look up how to do it for your motherboard because it's a little different for every motherboard. It could be named a few different things. But once you've done that, go ahead and go to disk management. So you can just go here and it's going to load the virtual disk. And as you can see, I already have a USB partition. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this for the sake of the video. So if you have two SSDs, you can just go ahead and make it on your second one. But for those of you who only have one disk, what you're going to do is right click on your C drive and go ahead and click shrink volume. Now, if you are going to make a dual boot, you can shrink this more. So like, let's say I wanted to make a dual boot, I might do like 500 gigs like this, right? And then for those of you who don't want to do a dual boot, just make it 8 gigs. Now, we can go ahead and create a volume. If you are doing a dual boot like me, you're going to go ahead and make one of the partitions 8 gigs. And this is what you would do if you just shrunk it down to 8 gigs. You would just make a new simple volume, call it like USB or something like this. So now we have a USB partition, and this is what we're going to put our Windows on. And then this is where we would make our dual boot. So we can just leave this unallocated, and any unallocated space is where you can install your dual boot to. So now that we have that done, we can go ahead and right click and hit Explore on this volume. That's going to bring us to the partition itself. And then you can just take your ISO and open it with something like WinRAR and go ahead and just drag and drop it right in. You don't need to use Rufus or anything. Now, if you do need to bypass Windows 11, say you're on an older PC, then this may not work and you may have to load the bypass into it. I'm not going to be showing how to do that today, but if you do have an older computer, I was just downloading a custom OS, maybe a free custom OS, or hop on Lumen OS, that sort of thing, and it'll be bypassed automatically within the files. So now that we have that done, we can go ahead and open up EasyBCD. You can just run through the setup like normal. Boom, hit OK. And then we can go to add new entry, WinPE. We can just name this USB boot. And then you're going to click the little file explorer button. Go ahead and go to your USB. Go to sources. Go to boot.wim. Hit open. Just like that, you can hit the green plus. And then you can head on over to system configuration. You can go to boot. And then you have your USB boot right here. We can just click set default, apply, and OK. And now once we restart, we will boot onto the Windows setup. Now, if you don't know how to proceed with the Windows setup, I suggest going and watching my other video, how to factory reset with the USB. There I show the full partitions and how you do the reset itself. And pretty much what you're going to be looking for is if you're doing a dual boot, you're going to just be clicking on the unallocated space and click next. You're not going to be uninstalling any of the partitions. You're not going to be deleting anything. All you got to do is click on this unallocated space and then next, and it will install the Windows. However, if you are fully resetting your Windows, whatever disk you're on, so for me, my C drive is on disk 0, I would want to just delete every single partition except the USB partition, because you don't want to delete your USB partition or it will mess up the reset. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial. If you do want me to make a more in-depth video on this, I can and show the full reset process, but it's pretty straightforward and I think you guys got it. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day and peace out.